Hey guys, welcome to Media Hype Train. My name is Steve, and in this video, we're going to look at if playing Star Citizen with an Xbox One Elite controller is a viable option. Spoiler alert, the answer is yes. I've been a supporter of Star Citizen since 2016, and for most of my playtime, I've been a mouse and keyboard player. But after finding this post on the Star Citizen Reddit that detailed this user's experience of playing Star Citizen on an Xbox One Elite controller, I decided to give it a shot since I imagine a controller would personally help me perform better in combat as a pilot. For the purposes of this video, I'm only covering the Xbox One Elite controller profile discussed in a Reddit post, and I'll link to that post in the description and comments of this video. That way you can find the very simple to follow setup instructions for yourself. The regular Xbox One controller and PS4 controller are both viable options, as the developers of Star Citizen have already included profiles for controller support. But with an Xbox One Elite controller paired with the Xbox keyboard attachment, you can play fully on a controller without ever having to touch a mouse or keyboard. I see a lot of questions asking about the Steam controller as well, but my experience with that hardware personally wasn't pleasant, so I can't recommend it right now, and it's actually somewhere collecting dust in my tech closet as we speak. I should mention that I do have a Logitech X56 RGB HOTAS coming in tomorrow, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can watch our follow-up video comparing playing with a controller to playing with a HOTAS setup. With all that out the way, let's jump into our gameplay overview. Alrighty, so we are actually now on the start screen for Star Citizen. What you're seeing in the bottom left hand corner is actually a on-screen display of my Xbox One Elite controller and the inputs as I use them on the controller. So my goal for this playthrough is going to be to do at least one mission here completely using just the controller and the keyboard attachment without ever touching the keyboard itself, like my actual desktop keyboard and mouse. So I'm going to go ahead, and the only thing I will tell you guys, so I'll let you know if there's any instance where I do need to actually move to the desktop keyboard and mouse, but I don't anticipate that happening. Because the way this program works is it kind of reprograms some of these buttons to emulate keyboard keys. There's sometimes where the controller display is not going to show an input, but off my memory though, I will try my best to let you guys know when that happens. So one that I know that's right here from the very start is that the back button, so some people know it as the back button, maybe known as the menu button, depending on how you feel about it on the Xbox controller. But if you hold the back button, that will turn a series of the buttons on the controller to emulate a mouse. So I'll have a mouse cursor that I'm using here with my right stick now, and then using the right bumper will perform as the left mouse click and let me select items. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the right bumper. Now I'm here. As for Star Citizen, you got to select the system and visit location. And I'm going to let this load in, but I'll fast forward so you guys don't have to sit through the entire loading process. Alrighty, and welcome back. So I'm laying here in bed. I could tell from the room that the last place I logged in from was Port Olisar. So all I've done here, and you should see that on the display down there, is I'm using the left thumbstick to move around, just like any first-person shooter. Y, and using that bumper again as the selection item there. So as you see on the on-screen display in the game itself, pressing Y toggles you in and out of the interaction mode. And a couple of guys down here hanging out. Let's say hello. So I'm going to hit the enter on my... Whoop, that didn't work. Okay, so this is a situation where I would need to open up the mouse, and I believe so. Let's see here. Actually, no. Thought I was going to have to switch over to desktop mouse and keyboard. So what I was going to do was just use something in the in-game chat there to salute some of these guys, but for whatever reason it's not working. So I have to go in here and activate the chat log. So where's that at? Comlink. There we go. So again, I just used the back button, used the stick as a mouse, and clicked into that. And I'm just going to say hello to everyone. Whoop. I hit enter before actually typing anything out. Alrighty, and I'm done with that, so I'm going to close this menu up now. Whoop. There. and as you saw start, the start button opens and closes the Mobi glass. Alright, so I'm here at the ship selection screen. So cool thing is once you hit that back button, the triggers actually become a up and down scroll wheel. So that's how I would scroll down, that's how I would scroll up. Again, scrolling down, and I'm not actually sure what type of mission I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to do a, let's see, I'll have to find out what's available. Let's see what ships I have. Do something kind of multi-purpose. Yeah, let's go with the Freelancer. As a multi-purpose ship, if I get into combat, I could do that, but I think I'm just going to do like a quick cargo mission for you guys. And it's letting me know that the ship is at B07. Cool thing is you can double click the Y button as you saw there. Just kind of quickly open doors and interact with items. What's going on with my health? Oh, I don't have a helmet on. Oh no. Jesus. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this quick enough. I'm dead.
A few minutes later.
And welcome back. I'm not going to tell you what happened, but here's a quick clip. Hey, you know what? I'm going to fast forward to where I'm a little closer and actually landed, okay? So if you remember when we were last here, I had actually died because I forgot to put my helmet on. So I'm going to show you guys really quick just how you can do that, how you can actually make sure that your equipment is correctly on and everything. So pressing start to open my Mobi glass, using the back button and the right thumbstick as a mouse here, right bumper to open the equipment manager, armor, and just going to put on a helmet really quick. Start, and here we go. We're back out. So again, I can press Y 2 times quickly. That'll usually open up whatever I'm trying to do for quick interactions there. Oop. I meant to go up the stairs here. Oop, there are no stairs there. Okay. Are there stairs over here? I don't remember. They're not. Yeah, I rarely come to Port Olisar anymore. Usually I'm out at New Babbage or something like that. Like Arc Corp a lot as well. And I ran into some bug that wouldn't let me get my Freelancer, so I just pulled out the Cutlass Blue. Alrighty, it's a beautiful ship, right? I love it. Can't wait to put some prisoners in it. Alrighty, and I'm going up to the pilot seat here. Alright, so I'm going to use the Xbox chat pad to just quickly hit the R button, or the R key, which just simulates the R key from the regular keyboard. That just makes me flight ready. One of the buttons you're not going to be able to see is the bottom right bump, or not bumper, but the bottom right paddle is what you use to take off. Bottom left panel is what I would use to touch down. And then I'm going to use N to bring my landing gear up. You can hit the Xbox button to show you an outside view of your ship, and then you can hold down the Z key and use the right stick to kind of get a view around the ship, you know, 360, up, down, whatever the case is there. The reason why it's kind of a little wonky is because the Xbox chat pad doesn't keep constant keyholes down very well, so I think it's like maybe 2 or 3 seconds that it'll register before it starts doing its own thing there. So that might be one thing where you might want to switch to the regular keyboard on your desktop, but it's not necessary. And I just hit the Xbox button to go back into the regular cockpit view here. Holding down the left bumper for a boost. Alrighty. So I'm just going to set my maximum velocity there using the back button and the right trigger, which kind of simulates the scroll wheel as I told you guys before. And I'm going to go into the Mobi glass now and find a mission to go on. So I want something pretty simple here. Let's see. Scroll down. Okay, this looks good. Alrighty, so let's exit out of here. I'm going to hold down the left bumper and the X button to start the spooling. And now that that's complete, I'm going to hold the left bumper down again, hold the X button to start the quantum drive. We'll have a short jump here to Daymore. Alrighty. I'm going to start the spool process again. So I'm currently obstructed, so I need to go to a point somewhere else on that side of the planet, or on the other side of the planet, that way I can get past that obstruction. There's a guy on Twitter who I'll link. He actually posts a lot of recommendations for the game, and he has one where he thinks that you should be able to do quantum, you know, that it should be able to account for the curvature, which I kind of agree with as well. I think it should. Alright, and going to start this up again. And we're going to make our final jump to the Kovalex shipping hub Gundo here. And the mission was to recover some personal effects. Alrighty. And again, just using the left stick as a throttle there to... You should be able to see all those inputs. It's a very helpful program for something like this. Hopefully no one's... what is it? Hopefully no one gets motion sick from that. Alright. Yeah, and just for the record, this has nothing to do with the actual profile itself. The profile is great. I'm just not a great pilot. Alright, so I'm going to look at what the mission is again here before I go in. I've done one of these before, but... Let's go over to accepted missions, or contracts, I should say. So, hey, so this is a little awkward for me to talk about, but it turns out that one of the people who passed away on that Kovalex station disaster, what is that, Kaomi Santos, actually bequeathed me something in her will. I was surprised to hear it, but apparently I'm now the proud owner of everything in box number 173. The people at Kovalex say I'll be able to get to it when the station opens back up, but this is the awkward part. I kind of really need it right now. Normally I just wait, but I'm trying to start my own business. I make cakes in the shape of people's homeworlds, and the credits I get from selling it will really be a huge help. I've got a little bit stashed away now that I can use to pay for someone. And I'm thinking there's probably more here. Yep. So I use the back button and the left trigger to scroll down. And let's see, where was I at? The people at Kovalex say I'll be able to get to it, blah, 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 blah. I've got a little bit stashed away now that I can use to pay for someone to deliver it from Gundo to Port Allersar for me. I know the whole thing's a little bit irregular, but if there was any other way, I wouldn't be asking. Thanks for the help. Trace? Thras? Who knows? That's not a real name. Sorry if that's your name. Alright, so I'm just gonna... I press the Y button, or I'm holding down the Y button now for interaction mode. And I'm looking for exit. There we go. Alrighty. Still in interaction mode here. Opening the door now. Using left and right bumper to correct myself in EVA. All right. And give me a second because I need to remember what the Obviously, my short-term memory is crap because I forgot what the number was already. And you need the box number because you have to physically locate it. Number 173. All right, let's get started. So what I'm doing here, that's strafing left and right, is using the top left paddle and the top right paddle. And then bottom left paddle brings you down, bottom right paddle shoots you up. Okay, let's get the search going. I'm just looking for that again, just out of interest for you guys' times or your time. And there's our box right there, 173. This is easy. All right, interaction mode, carry. I'm gonna go back the exact same way we came in. Whoa. Oh man, hopefully I don't get stuck on the floor. Okay, cool. Whoa. Remember guys, this is alpha, and I also suck. That's probably part of it too. Actually, I was in interaction mode still. That's why it went wonky there. All right. What goes up must come down. The atmosphere in this game is incredible. I hope the video does it justice. Especially like these derelict stations and things like that. And man, look at these lighting effects here. And I guess that would be particle effects, right? Smoke effects. Alrighty. Where's my ship? We're just going to continue to 0G. Alrighty, we're going to place this or drop it. I'm going to close the door. I feel like I should place this for some reason. I don't know. Something tells me, like, I don't. The game's wonky sometimes, man. It's been a lot better though, I have to say. Like, since I've come back, I remember back in the day, like 2 or 3 years ago, where you were clipping out of the ship all the time, just a lot of crazy stuff. And that's why I have faith in them, because I have seen so much improvement since when I first started back in 2016. Like frame rates, you've watched this whole video, they're great, no problem at all, right? All right, taking off. And we already know where we're delivering to, so let's go ahead and start spooling up. Left bumper and a quick press of the X button. Let me get out of the cockpit for a second. Looks like I have a little error going on there. The spooling message wasn't showing up on the display, but I heard the sound effect for it though. I might need to go in there and map the to actually map it, but usually everything shows up as a point of display for you. Yeah, see, like some of the other ones are. Okay. Give me a second here. Where's that delivery objective at? Is it the bottom one? So that's the actual package in my hold. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna make me go in here and map it. My bad, guys. This is another good example though, for you to see that you really can do everything without ever going into using your actual on-screen, I'm sorry, your desktop mouse and keyboard. So using the back button, bam. And why isn't the route set? Man, okay, this might be the first time that I actually need to use it, because I'm having a little wonky time trying to zoom in there. Okay. Nope, didn't have to. Okay. Are we locked on now? No, we're not. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna move over to my desktop for a second, just because this would be easier for me to figure out what's going on. It really does not want me to jump there. Okay, let's do this. Let's try to jump somewhere else first and then see if I can jump from there to where I need to. The other thing, I'm not used to this ship, so I'm used to being able to see like on the screen where I'm supposed to be jumping, but that doesn't have it. All right, here we go. Yeah, see, so I'm supposed to get that when I look over that delivery option. And it should just say Port Olisar. It should show me that it's a POI, but it's not. So I'm hoping jumping somewhere else will refresh that. Yep, and that worked. So weird, right? But sometimes you have to troubleshoot things. But that's what I found, like a lot of times it's just reset in a state, like you know, hey, wait a second, sorry, I was trying to do two things at once and I lost concentration and now it's not jumping. Let's try that one more time. Yeah, so what I was saying, a lot of times you just have to kind of reset the state, like leaving the cockpit, like this situation here where I'm restarting quantum jump. Yeah, no, it does not want to jump. Like I'm holding down the left bumper, pressing the X button, and it just doesn't want to go there. That took a few tries. And again, I don't know, unfortunately, I don't know if I should blame that on the software that lets you use the Xbox One Elite controller, you know, in the way that I do, where I can kind of map keys and everything to it, or if that's something with Star Citizen itself, but it worked and we're here, so I'm not going to complain too much. This would actually be a pretty cool opportunity because you can see the actual requesting of landing and takeoff, how you would do that. I didn't have to do that at the previous location, or when I don't do it when I take off unless there's a door above me that's going to make me crash into it. But when you're landing at a place, you absolutely have to. And you also can't loiter over a pad for too long, that can get you impounded. So you're going to open up your mobile glass, hold down the left bumper, or I'm sorry, hold down the left button, use your right thumbstick as a mouse. We're going to come into Comlink. Go to Friends. You're going to select Landing Services here.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Great, so we held them and then they gave us our landing bay, which is that one right there. I'm going to press N on the chat pad attachment to bring down my landing gear. I'm going to go to outside view. Okay, that wasn't a good idea. I'm not going to do that. Uh-oh. Now I'm spinning out of control.
A few minutes later.
Landing gear down.
Alrighty, and
Front impact warning. Rear impact warning.
Ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
great. And with that done, we're going to go ahead and go to the back of the ship. Yeah, I'm just going to play off everything that just happened there.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, so what happened? Remember where I said you can't loiter over a pad for too long or your ship will get impounded? That's what happened to me, but luckily I had my package in my hand already, so I'll be able to just run this over. So it's going to be on another pad though, that's the only issue. But we can EVA over there, I believe. That shouldn't be a problem. So I'm going to EVA over. I won't make you guys sit through all of that, but you'll see me finish the mission up at least. And welcome back. So as you saw in that video, I was able to EVA over to the other pad, but once I got over there and actually went over to the kiosk that should have allowed me to deliver the package, I wasn't able to. So I kind of fooled around a few minutes with it, wasn't able to get it to go. So unfortunately, you weren't able to see me complete the mission, and get the actual screen showing success, but you guys were able to see me actually complete all the gameplay from pretty much start to finish there. And now you can see that using a controller with Star Citizen is absolutely a viable option, and I'm pretty confident in saying this myself. If you're not yet a Star Citizen player and you're looking to get into the game, please use my referral link from the description or in the comments, or use the code when signing up for the game, and you'll get yourself 5,000 free in-game credits and help me push up to a higher rewards tier. Thanks for watching the video, guys. On this channel, I cover almost all video game topics, but I do have a special love for Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous, and VR games. It would mean the world to me if you'd click the subscribe button and notification bell so you could be the first to watch all of our new videos. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and drop us a comment with any questions, or if you have a topic for a video you'd like to see in the future. As always, be happy, be humble, and be yourself. Hopefully, I see you in the next video.